Hello, and welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to talk about diet. I get asked all the time, what is the best diet to get pregnant? What is the best diet for fertility? What is the best diet for ovulation? And the thing is when you are thinking about what you can eat for all of those goals, you have to be thinking, what does my body require in order for those things to be achieved? Because the best diet lives within that knowledge. So that is what we are going to talk about today. But first, as a reminder, I'm Bianca, professionally trained chef, certified holistic nutritionist, and fertility diet and lifestyle coach. And I help people get and stay pregnant. And I hope that what you learn in this video helps you do exactly that. The best diet for fertility is a diet that lowers your inflammation. But the thing about inflammation that I think a lot of people get wrong, especially if you're looking in lots of online spaces, is people will say, lower your inflammation. And then they talk about lowering your inflammation. But the thing about lowering your inflammation is it's a series of things that you do that point toward inflammation, or where the byproduct of doing those things is inflammation. The first is blood sugar imbalances. If you have blood sugar swings, a spike and then a dip, your blood sugar is consistently low, what that is going to cause is a cortisol response. The result of a cortisol response, or the byproduct of that, is inflammation. If you are someone that has a lot of gut issues, gas, bloating, constipation, you have a lot of food allergies, when you eat things, you get hives, you get stomach aches, you break out in rashes, all of that is pointing toward an inflammatory issue. Things like eczema, psoriasis, endometriosis, inflammatory issues. And so you want to be thinking, how can I eat in a way that is going to balance my blood sugar so it eliminates inflammation, so that my gut is happy and harmonious so that it eliminates inflammation. And on the third front, when you are thinking about how you can eat to reduce, or how you can live to reduce inflammation, you have to be thinking about things outside of just what you eat. Whenever I get the question about what is the best diet for fertility, what is the best diet for ovulation, nobody is asking me what habits should I be doing day to day, or what habits should I be eliminating day to day that are going to help me get pregnant. Because food is 60%, the other 40% that bring up the rear is your lifestyle. Do you wear a lot of fragrance? Are you heavily stressed? Do you sleep poorly? Do you drink a lot? Do you take a lot of painkillers, ibuprofen, medications? All of those things will also support and uphold, or take away and destroy your efforts to get pregnant, and all of the things that you could be doing. If you are eating the best, it's the best quality food, it's everything, but your lifestyle is still relatively toxic from a lifestyle perspective, then you are taking 2 steps forward, 1 step back. When you remove the burden on your liver, essentially removing fragrance and processed foods and things like that, then you pave a better path for the food that you eat to work more effectively, but also you remove any obstacles in the way from your liver balancing and creating hormones in your body. When it comes to the best diet for fertility, you have to be thinking, how can I eat in a way that is going to eliminate the inflammatory points that are happening in my body, because that is going to be the best diet to get you pregnant. Often people want me to give them a diet, keto, paleo, Mediterranean. They're like, give me the diet to follow and I will follow it. And here's what I will tell you. All of those diets have merit, because if you know how to eat any of these diets with your blood sugar in mind, while also doing the things we mentioned for your lifestyle, you're good. It's a fertility diet. It's how you eat to get pregnant and to stay pregnant. That being said, if you do not understand how to eat foods in a Mediterranean diet like potatoes and rice, how to eat foods in a, omnivore life that can include all kinds of grains. If you do not know how to eat those grains, then those diets that could be very good for your fertility become bad for your fertility. because of how you're eating the foods in those food lists. And that's what I always mean when I say it's not just what you eat, it's how you eat it. And so it's so important when you are thinking about like, what is the best diet that is going to get me pregnant? What is the best diet for fertility? That you are running through your mind all of the things that are required of you in order to make that diet good for your fertility. There are so many diets on this planet. They're all concocted by a man or a woman, and it worked for them and it worked for some people. But in order for you to know if it's going to work for you, you first have to run it through the filters of your life, but you also have to ask yourself, is this something that I can sustain? Is this something that I understand how to do? And also, does this seem realistic? One of the diets that I'm a very big proponent of is the animal-based diet. The reason that I like this diet is because it is low in all of the foods that tend to have a negative impact on your liver, like processed foods. It's also low in foods that can have a lot of blood sugar reaction, very low in carbohydrates and grains. But what I like about this diet is that there are things like sweet potato, there are things like squash, zucchini, all of the berries that you can have in the world. You can have stone fruit. So in addition to eating things like full-fat dairy, if your body can tolerate it, beef, chicken, lamb, fish, eggs, butter, you are also eating low-tox fruits and vegetables, which is what squash and berries tend to fall under. The reason that I like this is that we are still getting a broad spectrum of nutrients and fiber from fruits and vegetables, but they aren't ones that have a lot of reactivity in them, like histamines and salicylates. And we are also making the most of the nutrient density and low blood sugar response of animal-based foods. Now, some people will say, I got pregnant on the carnivore diet. That is the diet that you should be doing. The reason that people are ovulating beautifully on the carnivore diet, are getting pregnant really readily on the carnivore diet, is because their blood sugar is never spiked. If you are following the carnivore diet the way you should be, you will never have a blood sugar swing ever, because there's nothing on that diet that could lead to that. Now, we can replicate that eating more variety of foods under something like the animal-based umbrella by simply understanding how to eat those foods so that we still similarly don't have a blood sugar swing. The best diet for fertility, the best diet for ovulation, the best diet for you getting and staying pregnant is one that keeps your blood sugar stable as you can get it, which is like we want it there, because it is going to mean less inflammation in your body. When you sync that type of diet up with lifestyle modifications that mean that you aren't exposed to a lot of toxins, that is when we hit the sweet spot of trying to get pregnant. Many people either want one or the other. And while I think I've really spelled out what the best diet for fertility is, I also want you to remember that is 60% of this equation. And lastly, the Fertility Blueprint is the program that will help you balance your blood sugar and understand how to eat. When you understand how to eat and the lessons and the learnings that you get in the Fertility Blueprint and the blood sugar module, you will understand that you can still live and enjoy life and enjoy food while also pursuing pregnancy. You will also learn how to love and tend to your gut and your liver so that through this process, you sleep better, you have less stomach aches, your skin is clear, you don't have cramping during your period, you ovulate regularly, you have good implantation when you get to that phase of your TTC journey. When you understand that blood sugar, gut, and liver are the pillars and the cornerstone of getting pregnant, you will understand that within those pillars, there are many diets that can work. But once you understand those pillars, then you are actually even more free to enjoy food and love it once more, while also having it love you back so that you can get pregnant. Because that's what the fertility diet and lifestyle is all about. So I hope that you liked this video. If you liked it, please like it. Please share, please comment. I would love to hear what diet you're doing in the comments. And also please subscribe. I love having you here. And I hope that what you learned in this video helped shed some light on the fact that there is no perfect diet for fertility. Instead, it's about knowing what and how to eat that what. That is where you really see your diet love you and love this process back. Because if you want to get and stay pregnant this year, you have to lock into a diet that balances your blood sugar, helps with gut and nutrient absorption, and loves on your liver, because that is how you get pregnant. And I hope that this helped.